So Sandeep, speech number 5. Use stance, movement, gestures, facial expressions, eye contact to express your message and achieve your speech's purpose. And second, make your body language smooth and natural. Time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. Now I asked Sandeep what he'd like to compete in. And he said, I like to compete in skiing. The idea of coming down a hill itself is thrilling. If you spice it up with some double, triple jumps, it brings enjoyment to extreme level. He will explain the different personality types and their traits in detail in the next few speeches coming up. He said, I'm a Toastmaster for 4 months now, and I'm enjoying and improving with every week. My speech is Personality Types. So the title of his speech is on Monday, and I'll be providing importance and benefits of understanding them. And the title of his speech is Personality Types. Please help me welcome Sandy.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Today will be the first of a few speeches I will be giving coming months or coming weeks. And the topic is on the personality types, understanding them and how to interact and understand and improve after understanding them. Today I will be providing the introduction of the personality types, what I want to achieve in the next few days and why it is important, and also the benefit of it. So let's begin. We all picture ourselves into fantasy islands where we, with the click of a button, we see ourselves, we transform ourselves into an articulate, attractively attired aristocrats. We converse, captivate, charm, and inspire others. When the show is over, we stare at the blank screens and wonder why our situation comedy is cancelled. We rush to personality courses. Which claim to transform us into 24 hours into excellent speakers, but come home disappointed. As we cannot weave the same magics as John Simmons can. So I believe why we can't do it, because we are all different. We have different drives, abilities, and interests. We have different strengths and weaknesses with which we are born. I'll take it to an example. When Michelangelo was creating the statue of David, he spent a lot of time in selecting the marble, the quality of the marble, because he knew that the quality of the marble will determine the beauty of the statue. All his creations were unique, because even if he wanted to, he would not have found the duplicate piece of the marble, even from the same quarry. Just like that, we are different from our brothers and sisters. Since our childhood, we have been chiseled, hammered, sanded, and buffed to make into the finished products like we are right now. Some of us are granites, some of us are sandstone, some of us are marbles, and we take different shapes during the time of our life. But the basic raw material remains the same. And that's what our temperament is. I believe our temperament is our core raw material, and the personality is what we wear every day morning with the makeup. If we want to understand what is important, how to understand the personality types, we need to start with first understanding what we are made of, who we really are, how we react and why we react the way we do, what is our strength and how we can amplify them, what are our weaknesses and how we can chip away these weaknesses. If we know all these things, we will be able to polish our strengths and chip away the weaknesses, and also will be able to understand and realize that just because the other person has a different opinion doesn't make him wrong. So that's the power of understanding personality types. I will give you an example how I feel that this personality type is very important, because I have been able to understand and implement it into my home. And trust me, that has brought in beautiful results. Now, we don't haggle around with each other. We don't haggle around with each other on keeping the house spotless clean, because she has kindly agreed to my way of life. Apart from that, we have been successfully able to segregate the duties in our home depending on our strengths and weaknesses. We have segregated the duties of the home into different portfolios, and that has happened only after understanding the personality types. The portfolios are that I have been able to successfully give the most boring portfolio of career and finance to her. And she goes to downtown every day, leaving me alone at home, even in -40. And she also has to decide on the big stuff, like what happens in the house and when happens in the house, what and what. And where I just have to do some cooking or cook food. So that's how we have been able to understand each other, and or depending on our strengths, we have been able to segregate our duties. But the major part of my duty after understanding the personality type is to be the external affairs minister of my home. As the external affairs minister of my home, I have to worry about Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan. And when I get time, I have to fix play dates for my only daughter. And that, I think you will understand, is one of the very difficult tasks. And in the next few weeks, I will be discussing about different personality types. There are how to understand them and how we can read them and how we can interact with those types. Thank you very much.